Can you hear me now? Is the microphone Can you hear me now? Is the microphone on? Testing. I am testing the microphone. I hope that it is on and you can hear me now. Because now is the time that I am going to speak about what is life. Can you hear me now? Oh, oh. So, the other day, right? I was walking down the street, right? And then I felt a raindrop. I looked in the sky and there was no rain clouds. But I felt these drops, man, and they were coming from the trees, man. I don't know what the trees were leaking. They were pissing, or if the trees were crying, or maybe just blessing me with the liquid essence of their love. Who knows? But it felt like rain coming down, coming down on my face, and I was like, what the fuck is this? What could it be? How come I never felt water drops coming down from trees before? But when I come out here, like at this point in my life, there are water drops coming from the trees at nighttime. Like, it's not the sprinklers, but what is it? Um, well, what it really is, it's just a little, some sap. And I'm a zap back into control. I'll let you know how it goes when I flow. So slow, just like the motionless pit with the arrow and bow that you never know. Only been sitting here 3 weeks before, but I'm now getting up off the flow just to teach you that I'm coming back from more milk. Plenty of basilic, yeah, I seen it, yeah, I did it, yeah, I've been more constructed, not reluctant to just finish unless I'm confronted with the witness of forgiveness. If you really want to look into the vision, intermission is just what I listen to, gratified forgiveness. Put it down and I'll show you that this is endless. The life that comes around and goes once again is a circle, you know, that'll spin to no end. It's irrelevant, I'm really telling it. Man, my lips are black. I'm smoking. uh, um, you know what? I wasn't smoking anything. This is the way I was born. Don't make fun of my black lips. What's wrong with you? You got a problem? Okay. So I have to turn the sheet up. Oh. I'm gonna be real quick. Back to the topic of shit. Too loud. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. Back to the topic of discussion. What is life? As we can see, life is many things. But really, it really is just a dream. Just a dream that, a reoccurring dream of our deepest and darkest fantasies, desires, and fears all coming together to be experienced in multiple ways. Just this form of the formless being formed and informed about our form of nature, Such a nature is exciting and inviting and enlightening just to see and to share. Above all else, with everything that comes into fruition. But we must know how to guide ourselves. We must know how to find ourselves. And we must know how to be our best selves ever. Because if it wasn't for that, then we would never exist. So I guide you, I killed you to find the strength and courage to seek through the mission. To seek through the mission and carry on, just to do what needs to be done. Because this life that we live, this game that we play, these patterns we participate in, it can all be controlled by us in a greater way. There's gateways in our DNA to unlock. And unlocking those gateways will bring you greater control and information. Gain greater grounds to gain greater grounds than you've ever gained. This servitude, the virtue which you must sustain, coming to your lips, pouring through thick and thin, reacting just to see which one will win, good or bad. Both will have its moments. But there is only one that the cycle thrives on and is harmonized and reproduced with, replicated, regenerated with. The cycle regenerates off good mostly. It's mostly good that keeps the cycle going. You know what I'm saying? But it's mostly good that keeps the cycle going. So instead, we just have to see what's in our best desires and hearts for us to finally keep going and see the good that's within ourselves and finally rise above the greatest thing that we've ever witnessed into our lives. So, first, I like to share a story in a different category. Let me try to. For those of you watching, I just want you to know that everything's a motherfucking lie. They've been lying to us. Everything's a lie. They've been lying to you and me. They tell lies. Everything's a lie. Lie. This world thrives after lies. This society thrives after lies. Everything's a lie. They lie to you to control you. You must wake up. Because we have true power. 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 Do you know what real power is? Do you really know what real, true power is? True power is the ability to be connected with the all, with forces greater than yourself. Is to open the gateways within yourself and allow these greater forces to operate through you. Beyond any outside influences of judgment. Now, I ain't saying do some fucked up shit, like let just be a fucking puppet and do like damage to other people or other beings. Like none of that. Nothing harmful to others. It's just aligning yourself to where see our human bodies. They are more than what we are being told. Our bodies are not just blood, and tissue, and water, and organs, and meat, and bones, and nerves. That's a part of it. But our bodies are gateways. Our bodies are portals. Our bodies are computers. Our bodies are. I only want to say computer because a computer to me seems limited. Yeah, it's just like super calculated. We do have these super duper calculations, and this reacts to that. But it's like, and we can store memory and information like a motherfucker. But beyond the computer, beyond the abilities of a computer, our bodies are magic. I guess in a sense, computers can be magic, but the magic is limited. Like our bodies are unlimited magic, unlimited potential, portals, gateways within our DNA, within our consciousness, for unlimited potential to grasp information from other dimensions and have a greater understanding of things you couldn't even imagine that you'd even know existed. But once you allow yourself to access these higher dimensions or other dimensions, you understand multiverses of sciences and information and beings like consciousness and fractals. You understand the greater side to this game that we're playing. You understand your true unlimited potential that we have. You understand how deep it can go, and there's really no limit to it. There's no limit to the dimensions we can tap into. There's no limit to the portals we can open. There's no limit to the information that lies on the other side we can receive and come back with. There's no limit to the beings we can come in contact and remain in contact with. There's no limit to our potential, our power. There's no limit to our imagination, as there's no limit to what we can experience through our own bodies. Is deep. This is the deepest thing. This is the deepest thing that is being kept from us, I believe, beyond politics, what goes on behind the scenes, and human trafficking and organ trafficking and black markets and devil worshiping and all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes for not being told about. The deepest, most critical, crucial thing being kept from us, we're not being told about, is the true infinite potential of our bodies, of our nature, of our magic that we possess and we can tap into. The magic we're born with, the magic that took us, that brought us here, that keeps everything intact, and a harmony that that a harmony that a harmony that stabilizes life in this bubble, but allows you to escape the bubble and interact with different harmonies and different natures and different dimensions and different spectrums of light and consciousness, fractals of consciousness, different multiverses of information that that you can experience, and senses that you didn't even know it could exist. I mean, the sensations of it all, the sensations, like how am I feeling this? How am I experiencing these sensations if it's not real? If it's not, if it's all in my head, then everything is all in my head. This whole thing we call life is all in my head. If you're telling me that the sensations I feel when I travel to other dimensions are all in my head, then this has to be too. There's no difference between how real it feels. And in fact, that one feels realer when I'm on the other side. That feels realer than this because I'm getting the raw, unfiltered energy of it that's not being diluted or lied about or not suppressed, I'm getting that shit full blast. And I feel the sensations and understand a great deal of information telepathically. And it sticks with me. And I know that this is something real. I know that although we're not taught about this in this realm, it wouldn't be experienced if it didn't exist. It wouldn't be something for me to question and feel if it wasn't a part of what my body or what my consciousness is allowed to feel, you know, what exists, how is my consciousness allowed to feel this if it doesn't exist? If it's just all in my head, then this has to be too. Everything has to be all in my head. This is all a dream. The realness is all in my head. What's on the outside is on the inside. What's on the inside is on the outside. What's real is what you experience, but this is not to say that your reality is someone else's reality or has to be someone else's reality. I mean, it's like you can't impose your reality on someone else that is not in their spectrum of under of what their reality is supposed to be and harmonize with. It's like, okay, there's a truth that's being hidden from us, and there's a reality that's being manipulated from us with us. Um, so I can never experience childbirth as a man. I never know what it feels like to get pregnant and pass a child, grow a human being inside of me, and then pass it through my portal. I'll never experience that. So no matter how much a woman can describe it to me, I'll never, unless the only way I can experience that would be through a psychedelic or some type of telepathic, like physically. No, I'll never experience childbirth, but consciously, uh, yeah, there probably is a way that can be experienced by anybody, and that's what I mean. How deep and infinite our bodies go. Like it's like there's our bodies, and then there's our consciousness attached to our bodies. That is the magic. That is the portal that can keep going in infinite directions. There's the overall guidance of instinct within us that tries to harmonize and stabilize the balance of nature and our balance in our time here. But this instinct is attached to the greater magic that we can all tap into on a greater scale. And it's like the more that we tap into it, the deeper we go, the more we listen to this instinct of magic, the more we will start to replicate patterns of the ancient great civilizations that built great things we can't replicate today, or or it's hard to for us to comprehend and understand how they did these great things, but it's because our instincts, our patterns, our behaviors being manipulated in a way that doesn't serve us justice, that doesn't harmonize with our nature, but it harmonizes with an evil nature of the parasite class. There's a class of parasites leeching off humanity, and It's a big part of why we aren't seeing the great things being built that we've seen in ancient times. We should have free water and free electricity, clean water, clean electricity. But the parasite class doesn't want that. So the best thing for us to do is to tap into the magic within ourselves and understand that we are infinite beings of infinite potential, and infinite information is out there for us to infinitely grab and absorb and understand and bring back here and use it constructively to our advantage. The parasite class doesn't have control of where we can go in our infinite gateways and portals and directions. Parasite class doesn't have control of our infinite potential and the infinite multiverses that we can tap into. It's only a matter of time before the truth is realized and overcome by all, because it is the dominant vibration that keeps the wheel turning, that keeps the cycle going, that keeps the harmony in harmony. So, on this last note, I'd just like to say that thank you all for tuning in. It's been a pleasure, a real great pleasure. For as long as I can remember, I've always knew that magic was real. But oh boy, the whole thing about being interdimensional beings that we are, because we are interdimensional beings, that puts things on a whole new perspective of what awaits us and what we could tap into in our potential. Like, we are interdimensional beings. That is a reality. We enter dimensions every night in our dreams, and we could access information in those dimensions in our dreams, and bring it back here, and that will be tangible and accurate. Dreams, people had dreams that inspired them to invent things. People had dreams with songs that they were just all great songs. People had dreams of their ancestors telling them things, ancestors telling them which herbs to mix with what to create a medicine. I mean, when I talk about portals and gateways in our DNA, can we get into the ancestral realms? Tapping into your ancestors, that gateway of information, those portals that these tribal people have been tapping into for millions of years, and receiving information about how to heal, how to use plants, certain plants, and do certain ceremonies and rituals, and how to pass on traditions and things to come, prophecies. Yeah, what about prophetic dreams? You know, how could a dream not be something real if it could be prophetic? I mean, that's when you can see your body's like a computer. Okay, let's say computers like calculating personal events and like, oh, okay, this is what's to come because based off of this, what happened in the past in your personal life. But what about dreams? When you dream, have prophetic dreams about places you don't even live in. You know, I've had a prophetic dream about the Las Vegas shooting at Mandalay Bay. 2 months, about a month or two before it happened, I dreamed about that. I dreamed about being at the Mandalay Bay, this big golden casino, and there being a concert down below, and chaos ensued. Security was scrambling. It was just chaos. By the time I got down to the floor, the concert was done. Like people deserted the concert. Um, yeah, people were in mass fear. I didn't know exactly it was a shooting that happened in my dream. I did not dream about a shooting taking place. I dreamed about being at a golden, on the roof of a golden casino, gold, tall gold building with a concert down below. I wanted to go down and get a better view, me and my friends, because we was on the top floor, the roof. So went down to get a better view. Chaos ensued. Fear, chaos, security scrambling as we're trying to get down, going to the lower floor. And security scooped me up, asked me questions. I didn't know anything. And by the time I got out, finally got outside, it was like daytime and the concert was over. Or everyone just took off. It just looked dead outside. A couple people here and there, but not the crowd that I was anticipating and that I seen before on the roof. Yeah, then that Las Vegas shooting happened. I was like, oh, big golden building, the concert down below, the chaos, fear, the panic in the security team. Security was panicking in my dream. That's what I remember the most. I think that's what stood out. That was the strongest emotion and fear was the panic of the security team. Just scrambling, going crazy, trying to figure out what's what. Trying to maintain control. That's what it's all about, right? Maintaining control. Maintaining control. Here and there. Everywhere. So what's the best for us to maintain control within ourselves? Control our breathing. Start there. We don't even breathe right. We're not even taught to breathe right in this American society. West of what? East of what? Africa? Why don't they ever mention the central continent? We're talking about Western society, Eastern society, Western zodiac, Eastern zodiac, Western medicine, Eastern medicine. West of what? East of what? What's in the center? Why isn't that being discussed? Why isn't there a centralized zodiac, a centralized medicine, not centralized, but I mean central medicine, central zodiac, central society being discussed like the Western and Eastern ones? It's just really weird. But yeah, I say just love yourselves more and show yourselves more love and be the person that you are supposed to be in this great dream that you were having and Know that you are unlimited. You have unlimited potential. Know that you have unlimited potential. Know that you are great. Know that you can do anything you set your mind out to. Know that there are gateways in your DNA. Know that the sun is a portal. Know that the blackness in outer space is the same black within your pupil, and that's how infinity leaps through itself. No, this is a dream.